Welcome, Kenny Imafadon. How do you pronounce your name? This is Mary Lotus of StreetCherub. To all people out there, Kenny is a young man, very inspirational young man, who has been tried and tested and found worthy, if I must say, because I believe personally, Kenny, that there is always a spiritual path and purpose. Just like Jesus was crucified, sure, your mother is Christian, there's a purpose to everything on this planet. So your trials might look to you, if you look at the Oprahs, anybody who has achieved anything, sometimes you have to be tested to be made stronger so you can carry a certain message and embody a certain office. That's the way I've looked at your story. Because it's not always that people stumble and fall and get up. If they get up, there's an inner strength in that child or in that man. So Kenny, please, I'd just like to begin by asking you to introduce yourself to our viewers out there.
Yeah, so my name is Kenny Imafidon. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently studying law at the moment. I'm in my first year of studies. I'm from Peckham, South East London.
Yeah, that's fine. You're from Peckham, South East London, and you went to a school in East Dulwich,
yeah,
which rather borders Peckham. And can we say, before you went to Kingsdale, which school did you attend?
I went to Kingsdale Secondary School.
You went to Kingsdale Secondary School, but before that, did you go to your local school in Peckham?
I went to school in Campbell, Crawford Primary School.
So was that a Christian school? Was that just a state school?
It's a state school.
How was it? Did you find any problems? There was no bullying, there was nothing, just a normal kid?
The school was always fun. I always find school fun even till now.
You love school?
Yeah.
Generally, you love school. So, you're the first child in the family?
No, actually. I'm my mom's second to last child. So
you're the baby of the family, so you should rather be spoiled with all the love.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you went to Kingsdale, was that alright, the transition?
Yeah, Kingsdale was fun. I had one or two friends. No, in fact, I had a few actually, about 5, 6 that I knew from before that went into Kingsdale. Made friends quickly, gelled well with other students, the teachers. To be honest, as I said earlier, I actually enjoyed school.
You love school?
Yeah, no
and problem. You enjoy school. And that school has had its fair share of negative reports, but then there was a headmaster that came there and actually got nominated as the headmaster of the year, I think, once by the Guardian, as he turned the school around.
Yeah, obviously the time when I actually applied for school, people actually thought I was crazy. But Mr. Morrison, the head teacher there, he really changed the school. And even up to now, my little brother goes there. The school is totally different. He's actually turned it around, and it's one of the best.
It's one of the best schools,
without a shadow of a doubt. And at the same time, it's a state school. So you get a lot of kids who would have went to Dulwich College, or you pay for a tuition, who actually decide to come to Kingsdale now.
Yeah, they do come there because maybe the fees, some parents are thinking the university's fees kicked in. And also there's some parents who I noticed, because my kids went to schools nearby, some parents do not believe in, they believe like, who was it, the father, one of the Beatles, Paul McCartney, apparently doesn't believe that his children shouldn't go to the same schools that other kids go to. So his daughter actually went to a state school, imagine, because he wanted to integrate, and I've met so many parents in Dulwich, and Dulwich is one of the well-off areas, who believe that the kids should just go with all kids. So that's a very good school given the catchment area. It's just by Dulwich College. And it has a very good foundation in extracurricular activities, music, and it's a very notable school, very nice setting. So what exactly do you think made you, when you come from Peckham, was the area and the affluence, that £1 million houses along the routes, was that any different? Do you think anything of that played in your mind? Just noticing the catchment area?
I think coming from Peckham, obviously when you go out further, you can see the difference. Especially when you're going from Peckham to Dulwich, every single day, you can see the difference. You go to Dulwich, mansions, big houses, a lot of space. I didn't see any blocks, to be honest. If you do see anything, it might be maybe 2 stories maximum. Not no 19th floor tower block. The people there are much more friendlier. There's just that whole, it's just like totally 2 different places. It's
a different energy. People, and this is the thing, there is a relaxed approach and almost to the people because their life is going all fine. So because you did say in the interview with Jenny Steele and Keeping It Real, you did mention that you loved school, and at school you were a totally different person. So what actually happened? Because your mother, I believe, as you say, you're of an African origin, and that means your mother most likely will be a churchgoer, somebody very focused, whether she's Muslim or Christian. She'll be very focused in what she does. So what happened when you left? At what age? Is it the affluence next to you that probably got you thinking you want something? So was it just, what made you want these things? Without asking your mother.
I think where I grew up, to be honest, there was a lot of things right in front of my face. I saw people that had cars, money, women, and just what then you'd call the fine things in life.
Do you think anything, the culture of the music or the kind of heroes that people, because I remember Obama trying to say black people shouldn't only try to be rap or sports people, they should remember there's engineering, law, try to aspire, though it looks like the easiest way out to many of these people is the quick fix things in life. Do you think that attraction to, you know, the big cars, the pool parties?
I think that attracts all young people. I think it's just in the sense of discipline. I think in certain areas, maybe like Dulwich, the parents and the environment and there's different socio-economic status. Someone grew up in Dulwich and Peckham, and I think some grew up in Dulwich, maybe their parents might drive anywhere. They have that comfort and they have that sort of safety net if anything goes wrong.
And that peace of mind to just do what you have to do without worrying.
You know your parents are going to help you get work experience.
Yes.
Your dad will probably know a doctor or this person or that engineer, wherever. And when you're coming from somewhere where you've got no connections, no links, the only thing you do have to do is a sense of make money. Then that's what you will do. And for you, it's different. You feel like you need it. And the same when you need it, you still spend it on things which you don't want.
Yeah. So when you started getting in trouble, what age was this? 12, 13?
I got in trouble, but this is not police stuff. Just
little
people,
disorder, social disorder.
Just the people there. So in terms of police-wise, I've never actually been on the actual radar like that. But I suspect there's many young people like that also.
And this is the point you're trying to raise. Young people, the parents are at home thinking everything is all right. Well, do you think it's lack of community centers? You know, there's a lot of cutting back on that. Lack of activities to do after school? Or just parents not being at home after school when children come in?
So I think in terms of parents, I think there's only so much they can do. Some of my friends from different areas, from more affluent backgrounds, they still
get in
trouble, find themselves in the same situation as someone who comes from totally different areas. So some people from Peckham, some people from Dulwich or Norwood, wherever you're from, they can still, or despite their parents having good jobs, all their kids can all be doing the same thing. I think there's only so much parents can do. They have to work, they have to look after children and put a roof over their head, so they've got so much things to worry about. But in the sense of children, there's not enough to do.
So basically, because this is just a quick intro and probably we'll set up time and talk to you more in depth, could you elaborate more on the Kenny report? Because we know you got into trouble, we know you went to jail, you were acquitted. That means the judge, obviously, you know, seeing as a lawyer, must have seen in it that you were probably not as guilty. There is no free ride out of your manners, your focus in life got you off the things. So the Kenny report touches on social issues. Do you look at it from a point of a young person or just the exposure?
I think it's the sense of raising awareness. There's no actual... There's a young person's perspective to it in the sense of the case study. I think talking about the issues, these are issues that affect young people as well as their families and their communities. So it's really... It's sort of... it crosses through all those sections in terms of young people and adults and obviously elderly people. It's talking about employment, housing, and positive role models, and the cuts in the sense of what you spoke about earlier, community
services and all that.
So I think the fact that there's just not enough after school clubs, community centers, then the young people, they've got energy, they want to do something, and if they don't put that energy in the right place,
they'll put it in the wrong place. And it's just all kids are the same. All right, we've come to the end of part 1 of this interview with Kenny. And where will people find you on Twitter?
So my Twitter is at Kenny Imafidon. So that's KennyImafidon.
And on Facebook?
Kenny Imafadon, same spelling.
Okay. Basically, read that report. If you're capable of reading it, it's a free download. You know, if you go to the government website, probably there will always be free reports there.
And if you just type in Google the Kenny report, it should come up.
That's really an achievement for a young man of your age to go and change the system, because you've changed it. There is more awareness now that there's A-levels people need to pursue, wherever they are, and that people ought to be given a chance, not just written off. And the Kenny report is out there for everybody to educate themselves on issues of social awareness, economic awareness, and how you can empower your life.